Good morning, everybody. So today we will discuss about another topic in pharmacology, that is chemotherapy, antimicrobial agents. It's a very important topic for clinical practices, and we'll discuss about everything. First of all, we will discuss about general principles of chemotherapy. Then we will discuss about advantages and disadvantages of combination of several drugs. It is just basics of chemotherapy that we will be discussing in this video. So guys, if you have not subscribed my channel, please do like, share and subscribe the channel for further videos, and also comment in the section below the topics which you want the videos. So we will start. First of all, we'll start the general principles of chemotherapy. The general principles of chemotherapy are clinical diagnosis, decision to use antibiotic, for example, which antibiotic we have to give for the treatment of some particular disease, removal of barriers, if there is any barrier. First of all, we have to remove that barrier. And the most important point is selection of the best drugs, that is which antimicrobial agent we have to use in a particular condition. So sometimes we use a single drug for the treatment, and sometimes we use a combination of several drugs. So in this video lecture, we will be discussing about the combination of several drugs. So basically, why we combine several drugs, what are the advantages of that combination, or what are the disadvantages of that combination. So we will be discussing everything about in this lecture. Now, what are the advantages of combined use of antimicrobial agents? Number one, that is to prevent the development of drug resistance. For example, if we are giving a single drug repeatedly, then the body of the individual may develop a resistance against that drug. So to prevent that resistance, we use combination of several drugs. For an example, in tuberculosis, in AIDS, we used to give a several combination of drugs. Second point, to broaden the spectrum of antimicrobial activity. For example, means the treatment of mixed infections. For example, if any individual has an infection which are having mixed microorganisms, or I can say that more than one microorganism has infected the individual. So in such condition, we give the combination of several drugs. Number third point, to obtain potentiation or synergistic effect, means if we are giving a single drug, then it will affect and has a response of its own only. Now, if we are combining the 2 drugs or 3 drugs or 4 drugs, then there will be a potentiation or synergistic, or I can say the additive effect of that drugs, which will be very useful for the individual in the treatment. So number A point in that section, that is combination of 2 bacteriostatic drugs. For example, means the bacteriostatic drugs means the drugs which stop the growth of bacteria, that are known as bacteriostatic drugs. Example, trimethoprim and sulfamethoxazole. When we combine these 2 drugs, we get the drug that is known as cotrimoxazole, which is generally used in the treatment of UTI, urinary tract infections. Another one is a combination of 2 bactericidal drugs. Bactericidal means the drugs which kill the bacteria. Example, rifampicin plus isoniazid. It is a combination which is generally used in the treatment of tuberculosis. Number 4th point is, due to combined use of antimicrobial agents, toxicity may decrease. Sometimes a single drug may cause toxicity in individual. So for that toxicity, to decrease that toxicity, we may use the combination of several antimicrobial agents. So basically, I have discussed these are all the advantages of combination of use of antimicrobial agents. Now we will discuss about disadvantages of combination of several drugs. Number 1, if we will combine the drugs, there will be more chances of supra infection. Number 2nd point is toxicity may increase. Number 3rd point, if adequate dose are not used in combination, the resistance may develop. For example, if the individual body needs some adequate dose of that particular drug, and in a combination we have not given that adequate dose of that drug, then the individual may develop resistance against that drug. Number 4th one is cost of treatments is increased if multiple drugs are used. It is obvious that if we are using multiple drugs, then the cost may increase. Number 5th one is drugs antagonism. For example, if we are giving the combination of 2 drugs, for example, one drug is agonist and another one is antagonist of that, so we can also see the drug antagonism in combination of several drugs. Example, tetracycline antagonizes the action of penicillin when used for pneumococcal meningitis. So guys, this is all about the general principles of chemotherapy. As I have discussed the lectures in this video, in further upcoming videos, I will be discussing about the individual drugs, antibiotics like penicillin, cotrimoxazole, and etc. etc. So thank you for watching the video, and guys, please like, share and subscribe the channel as much as you can, and also tell to your friends, your family and all the other guys which you are in touch to get the knowledge from this video. Thank you.